I have them
Oh,
all.
yeah.
I'll tell you what, the general evaluator is going to be all over me for this delay. I ask for your forgiveness there. It's now time to call on the tag team.
No.
The second evaluation.
Yeah.
That's okay.
Who wants this evaluation?
John, these people are just copious criticism.
You gave me fair warning.
I'd now like to ask Sandra Jean Gischuk to,
No, it's just.
Sandra Jean, what did I say?
Jim. Jim goes
I
second.
don't know why she's.
The evaluator usually gets matched with the speaker.
Yeah, well, why is she standing?
I have no idea.
Well, she looks good, so.
My turn.
Mr. Sanders? You don't identify the speaker.
I was afraid that delay might be charged against my time. But let me say that you had, I took copious notes. You had no notes whatsoever. And I would say that there's nothing that will delay you further on your quest to be a competent Toastmaster. You're a powerful speaker already. You connect to the audience. You do it so fabulously well. I liked that you provided a bio, that you began with a pause. One of the things in vocal variety that we're asked to do is to see what lessons were learned in previous speeches. So this is actually your fourth speech. It's the speech number 6. But Sandra mentioned your eye contact. She said you were flawless. You never faltered or stumbled. I didn't think you faltered or stumbled today. She talked about your voice being very strong and the fact that you didn't use any notes in your first speech. She did suggest that you use more gestures, and I would just say make them a little bit more outlandish or be a little bit more vibrant. You have gestures, they're there. The second evaluator, Renato, said you speak with a lot of enthusiasm, and certainly you did tonight. He also said you sound conversational, and I think that is when a speaker really knocks it out of the ballpark, when it sounds like you're just having a conversation with us. Now, with respect to Damien, who happened to be your third evaluator, it was rather unusual. He gave you 8 check marks, and they were all 5s. We saluted him on his evaluation because he gave you a lot of concrete suggestions. They actually disappeared from your book. But you are a storyteller. You are a storyteller, and this vocal variety speech, your storytelling, lent to it being very successful. You talk with a lot of descriptive language, such as we climbed with miles of trees. One suggestion that I have is be the wind itself. You know, you were talking about what was happening. I'm not a great wind producer, but it might be. That's not what Tina says.
How is that? That's good, I like it. But also, you talked about an exchange with Damien. Use his voice, change into his voice. I have a suggestion that you use more of the stage. You tended to be more on the right side. And using the stage might be maybe when you were climbing. You did use it when you were talking about going up the steps at the Miami Heat. You were actually going up those steps. And when you get over here, you could actually maybe look behind to say, oh my God, you know, where am I? Way up there. The thing that you did is, you did very, very well, is you made an audience connection. I thought that throughout your speech you could have engaged the audience a little bit more, such as, have any of you ever had a major league meltdown? Or how many of you enjoy visiting lighthouses? That could be, you know, a little bit of a connection. But at the very end, you came much more alive in your speech. You connected with the audience. You gave us information that would be valuable in life, including here at Toastmasters. Trust yourself and learn how to take control of the fear. We talk about it at Toastmasters. It sometimes becomes a little hackneyed, but we don't get rid of the butterflies. We get them flying in formation. You had yours well trained this evening.